Hey, Cheshire. Hey, Cat. Hey, Mrs. Quoo. I'm doing great. Oh, there's Gina.
Hi.
Hi. Haven't seen you in forever, bitch.
Uh, you're downstairs.
Gina!
Hi, guys.
So normally when we do work, the stuff on the timelines don't show up on the Schumann, but the Schumann right now, back to when we were walking through Tarpon, is blasty.
Really? I didn't even think to check that.
But that's not, I don't check that because it normally only shows up if we do now work.
Right.
Guys, this is Gina. I'm in pain. Sorry. Did you see the TikToks that I posted, Gina?
I did.
Okay, how do you feel about that from an outsider's just watching it perspective, knowing what your connection is?
I mean, I'm not surprised just from everything that we've talked about, but I'm not having any kind of physical reactions to anything.
Have you had any kind of annoyance, aggression, or not fighting, but like in the past few days?
No, it's been like really, really like peaceful. Now my brain is in constant like I'm learning, like
Because you're researching and stuff.
I'm on that really, because I'm on my new spirit guides, I'm getting to know them and I'm trying to understand like all of that. And I went back to your chakra series, and even, you mentioned that in my comments this morning, like what series I saw series. And when you said chakra series, I'm like, I do have those chakra series in there. And I went back
Mm-hmm.
because I needed to, they were out of balance. My crown and my third eye were
Overstimulated.
overstimulated.
That makes a lot of sense.
My crown and my whole body is sore. Not as much as it was. I couldn't get up earlier. Um, but we tried to heal. Like, I thought we were just going to be healing the, like, oh, you and I were in a relationship kind of thing, and like, oh, my uncle might be connected to you from that life, and we all lived together. But while we were in that town, there was way more. Like, they didn't know how to properly clean those sponges. There were people already living there. Um, when we were turning into Tarpon Springs, like on the highway, there were these two girls and they were walking on the side of the road. And I said, I bet they're Romanian. And Kate said, how can you tell? And I said, well, because in Florida, they'll pay for like a work visa for a bunch of like Romanians to come over and live in one house together because it's cheaper labor. And they'll give them housing and give them a job and they get to live in America. And that was before going in there. And that was kind of the feeling because that house that you and I share, the mental space,
Hmm.
similar style, that's the house, I believe, don't let me tell you your truth, that we all lived in. And it was like a town or two away, and we had to all drive to work and live together because we got shipped in for labor. But I think you were female.
I mean, I've had this like ringing in my left ear all morning, you know, saying that I needed to tune in and understand, and that's where Nathaniel talks to me. But and it wasn't just one tone. Like there was all kinds of frequencies. Like sit down and listen, child. But that's why I said I needed to balance my chakras. Like I just was spinning.
What are you seeing, Kate?
When's the last time you've grounded, Gina? Like really grounded?
Probably really grounded. I need to do that. It's a good point.
Okay, because I don't think you're an octopus, but I see black tentacles behind your head, right here.
That's good. That's real good.
I'm not sure what that means. Like not an attachment.
It's feeling people out. The black tentacles look like they're evil or whatever, but I have the same ones. I have something very, well, at least something very similar.
I think yours are on your back.
Yeah, but they're like cat whiskers.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You're sparkly, Kate. You have a filter on.
Yeah, that's not a filter. That's my aura. No, I'm just kidding. I like it.
Okay, so what does Gina need to do in order to ground? Let's get that first.
Hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to see the chat again. Okay.
Oh, I'm from West Virginia.
Mount
Just Sarah Heroin's asking.
Mama, take me home. So Gina, this is oddly specific. Gina, are you a feeler or a knower or a seer?
I definitely feel her. Like I feel before I know. Like I can, when
Okay.
we're working, like I feel, and then I have to kind of sit there in that feeling before I know.
Because what I'm seeing is like your feet growing into roots and like going through the floor that you're standing on and like in the dirt.
She's part of the tree.
Oh, okay. And that's like your grounding.
Can you walk her, like, do you want to be walked through it, Gina?
Sure.
Or can you visualize it?
Okay. So I'm a seer.
When you shut the door, is the echo too much?
Oh, I didn't know. It's not. Unless it's like too much for you. Okay. So I'm a seer, so like if something's not clicking with you, let me know, like stop me. Okay. So your feet, I guess like feel your feet, like be conscious of them. And then elongate your like obviously like put them on the ground, I guess, or on the floor.
You
And
know,
like
whenever anytime that I'm trying to like, when I'm meditating and thinking about like connecting to source energy like that, like I'm constantly thinking about that draw through my feet. Like that's what I picture. So
okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like elongate your toes into the ground like tree roots.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're doing that, feel the ground around you. Like,
Yep.
When you play outside, the dirt is actually cold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So like in the ground, and as you go deeper, it gets like cold and you feel the dirt like shifting around the roots.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of like go deeper and deeper and just sit there.
Mm-hmm.
Is she one of the trees from today, or is this a different, like, is she one of them also? Because I'm, like, as you're saying this, I'm like, oh, watch out for the bodies.
Oh. Is that why I got a ding whenever I said something about the fates? And it was like, I got a ding, and it was like not necessarily, but it was still like the fates.
I think Gina's connected to them. I mean, I don't want to tell anybody their truth, but I think that she is. I think she's, Gina, how do you feel? Do you put things in the future? Do you bring it to the now, or do you worry about the past?
I don't worry about the past. No, it's more about the future.
Yeah, I think she's the same as what I've got future for her also, because I'm present, because I'm always like, why wait? Why not just do it now? Why? And it's like, well, you gotta worry about the future, and it's like, no, we don't. Just do it now. And Kate's like, well, what about, like, she has to get rid of trauma a lot because of past stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But again, if that doesn't fit, because there's a lot of us that are those things, like not just us three, of course. When she's walking you through that, Gina, do you feel sand going through your toes? Or when I said watch out for the bodies, did that feel weird or uncomfortable? Or does it feel good in sand?
No,
And
it
like
doesn't. It doesn't even feel
soil?
sandy. It just feels like loose dirt, almost like potting soil, like I'm going through potting soil, like rich, nutrient rich kind of.
Okay.
But to
So
me, like if I'm grounding, I want to be in good, nutrient rich, you know,
that's interesting that you say that because when I ground in barren dirt.
really.
Barren, completely. Yep. That is so interesting. Oh, I think it's because I'm putting the nutrients back in. Okay,
Hmm.
that's for a different day.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
um, so like whenever you do that, just kind of sit in it for however long,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how I used to do it, but it just feels so good.
And just another little thing about me, like my feet never stop moving. Like I don't care if I'm like wherever I'm at, like I've got that tick that my feet, my toes, like it's a constant movement kind of thing.
Okay, funny that you say that because mine crunch as my tick, and I actually have holes dug in the bottom of my shoe soles because I do it so much. Do you have that thing too? Never met anyone else. Okay, cool. So that's interesting. And I wonder if we both do that so much because we need to ground that way. And that's why that's our tick.
I don't
Okay.
ground with roots.
Huh?
I don't ground with roots.
Your roots are always in the ground, is what I got.
I have to ground with grounding strap and electrical stuff. I can't ground with roots. I can't ground with earth stuff. I don't
Right.
feel comfortable connecting with earth stuff. I only feel comfortable connecting with electronic stuff. Like going for a hike, going outside, all of that.
And I don't know. Do I shake them to fall asleep, Sybil? Sometimes, yeah. I'll rock myself to sleep. Yeah. Um,
My feet definitely move while I'm going to sleep. Drives my cat crazy because she sleeps on my feet.
my cat does too. Huh. Okay. So you're connected to future, cat's present, and I'm Pat. Okay.
It might have
So
nothing to do with that. We might be here for something completely different. Because she didn't feel any bodies in that tree situation. We might have needed to work with Gina for something completely, like something unrelated.
well, what's interesting is Yancey says, do her wings need to be upgraded? And I got a ding with that.
I thought we just did.
When? Just now?
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
cat and I did.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what they're feeling. The
No, I
upgrade.
mean, go for it. If, whatever needs to happen. Kate, I want to see what you do when you upgrade someone's wings. Because, like, we've got my preset healing, or maybe Gina. Can Gina do her own and create her own healing? Like, if she put her energy body in front of her?
Yeah.
Because I believe
Yeah.
she's a surgeon. Do you want to do that, Gina?
Please, let's do that.
Add that healing to your stuff,
Yep,
your
yep.
toolbox.
Let's do
It's
that.
always good to add more.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to put your energy body in front of you,
Okay.
and you're going to look at the wings. I don't know why I always start on the right. You feel what you want to feel, right or
I went, I
left.
went, I went to the right.
Okay, and then it's like birthing out like a bird from a shell is what it always feels like to me. So I have to make an incision on the back itself and a little bit high and a little bit low or it'll get stuck. And then you have to birth out the wing.
Man, I'm not good at incisions. I'm like Kate.
I just kind of ripped stuff open. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be gentle. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe if I think about it like, it's not really an incision. I'm just like, getting ready to cook. Then I'll be okay.
Yeah,
Or
do it your way. Don't do it my
yeah,
way. So with
Yeah.
the tools
yep,
you're being shown, do it your way.
yep. Yeah, I'm just prepping to cook because then I can like cut into whatever. But then I'm good. Otherwise, I'm gonna get squeamish and I'm not gonna be able to do that. But yeah.
Okay, so after you cut, do you feel like a wing that needs to come out? It's like a
I mean, I
little.
felt I felt I did feel like a release. I felt like a
Mhm.
release.
And then just do it on the other side. And it's hard because once you do it, like people will always be like, "What do my wings look like?" And I'm like, "They feel kind of like
That's
these
like
sparkly bat purple feathers. I don't know."
I can tell you that they look like curtains. They came out from a hole like this. Like they were just like wiggle wiggle and then they did like this and
mm-hmm.
then dropped like curtains.
So what kind of wings would those be?
They they're draped down from the curtain rod. I don't know how else to give you a visual. It's not an actual curtain rod, but they're draped down like this from the curtain rod. I don't I do not know what kind of material this is.
What color?
Yeah, what color?
Translucent. Um,
With amethyst and opalescent colors too?
yeah.
Or
Uh, I want to
so
say
for me,
pastel.
you know those little Christmas ornaments where they have like the costumes, people make angel costumes, and it's like their arms are out, and then it's got that fabric that's pleated and chiffony.
Oh yeah, and it like hangs down from their like
You know
that.
what I'm talking about, Gina?
Fairy wings.
Kinda. I mean, they are translucent.
I was just thinking about the fairy DNA.
Interesting. They're very wispy. I'll tell you that. Uh, I'm getting that you need to hydrate your wings. Uh, can you? Do you want me to lead you through it, or can you just activate or infuse your wings with hydration?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh, they should be glistening now.
The little things are thicker.
Mm-hmm. I felt heaviness. I felt them get like heavier.
It like made them expand. Okay. Okay. So then in my head I got, okay, Gina, now what are you going to do with the bodies on your roots?
Yes. Okay. So this is what I got. Since there's a connection between Gina, Oversoul, and my partner in that life, Gina did not have any kind of aggression the last few days. She did not have the aggression. She does not have the body pains, but she was there. If he was in the physical form as my wife at home, then Gina would not be living in this area. Gina would be angelic form coming down to, or fairy form coming down to pull all that stuff out, the toxins, the bodies, the death.
Mm-hmm.
But does she need to go back before it all happens? because she can do all the things.
I need to maybe help, yeah, help clean some of the
Do you feel more like you're supposed to clean the after effects of it, or are you supposed to help clean before everything happens?
I think I'm supposed to help show the way, help the souls, help the cleanup.
Okay, okay, because they're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did my house cleanse and Kate did their house,
Yeah,
our house cleanse and try to get these bodies and these souls and close the vortexes, but
yeah.
there's
Yeah, the
only
aches and pains were still there.
my aches and pains are still there. Um, and even Kate had some pains in her bones. We came home, watched a documentary, and we found some weird stuff that totally didn't make any sense. It's like some bullshit that's in the history books. Like, I don't know why it's important to say this, but I'm going to, Gina, so tune into this. There was a church there, a big church, because it was Greek. What is it? They met every Friday, not Sunday. Orthodox.
Mm.
There was Greek Orthodox church, and the workers, uh, quote unquote, donated wages from their paycheck, and in exchange, they got a lifetime membership to the church.
Yeah, my ear is like ringing off at that.
Okay, yeah, because one, they didn't donate, it got taken from their paycheck, and two, a lifelong membership. It's not a country club. Aren't churches free?
Yeah. Yeah, there's something there.
What does she
So
need to
maybe
do?
it is before. Maybe my help can be before.
You could do both because I'm in a lot of fucking pain. So if you want to do after and before, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because maybe you can do the things and then copy and paste. I think you need to go to the instead of going to instead of going to before the thing happens, creating this healing for you will be more impactful to create
Yeah.
if you're pulling it from the scratch. What do you see or being told? Kate's eating saltwater taffy, by the way.
It's irresistible.
Do you see yourself with your arms out? Do you see yourself on the ground? Do you see yourself pulling up with your hands? Do you see yourself swooping in and carrying them away? What do you feel? What do you feel like you're doing?
I feel like I am stopping them at the door, but I don't know how to stop them at the door.
Um,
Be ye not afraid.
you're touching their head and like doing like this,
It's like
like
a light
doing their,
bulb moment.
Yeah.
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 So touch their head. If their soul's consent,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's in the highest good. Do it to me, Gina, so I can feel. Say, find cat there. Yeah, there's bones in the ground.
Spirit of Sinai, could please activate all the hook removal healings to me.
Okay, you're pulling something out of me, Gina, but I don't know what it is. Because even when this guy on the documentary was talking about it, he was so proud that he's still a member of this church because his grandfather donated wages. It's so embedded in their history that they didn't know that they were, and not that they're ignorant, just when it's in your embedded in your history, and then you go, wait a second, why did we do that?
Right. Right. I mean, there's so many whys. I mean, sometimes the whys don't make sense because what we have to read doesn't make sense.
And it wasn't a slave situation because we looked into it. It was your chance at a great life in America, your
Survival.
chance at freedom. And it was like,
Survival.
Yeah, at no cost. Even like they
Yeah.
were saying in the documentary, which is what I felt at lunch, which was like I had a cut on my leg and I was gonna die. And Kate was like my boss and she's like, you cannot go diving. And I'm like, I have to feed my family. And like when they would pull the sponge, they'd be like, this one is for John, this one is for Marie, this one is for like that's how they kept going.
Oh, I get a heaviness in my chest.
Okay, when she's
Uh,
pulling stuff into her and it's in her chest, what does she need to do? Push it down her feet?
Um, I I had to pull hooks out of me a second ago, and that's where I feel my hook. I feel like it's related to that.
Okay. Well, what does she need to do? Because she's in pain and I can't
Okay.
feel.
Um, you say, Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please activate all the hook removal healings to me, as in you, and all of the attachment removal healings to me, as in you. And then, like Kat was saying earlier, when you transmute this stuff, you have to like push it down to your toe. That felt a lot better, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. You push it down through your toes.
Yeah. I'm gonna also ask for the healing to be sped up.
So, what exactly is she doing if she wants to access this healing later? Because she's going to want to keep track of it and write it down. She's like, she's studying so much right now. Like, we'll have it saved, Gina, but I just know that you want to keep
I
record
mean,
of stuff.
and the only thing that I did was ask them, only thing I did was said, spirit, if it's their highest good and their soul consents, let me put their, let me touch their head and stop them from doing what they're being
That's
asked to do.
that's not only, that's
I'm
huge.
just saying, like I was just using regular words, right? I just talk to spirit like me. I'm saying this for
Yes,
everybody on the call so they know,
gotcha.
because as I'm learning to do this, I mean that's what I'm going to be sharing on my TikTok too. That it was important for me to know that I could just talk to spirit, because it took me a few months to realize this, and I laugh about it still. It's
I'm
my higher
confused by
self.
that.
It's my higher self. I'm talking
Yeah.
to me, and I'm talking to my spirit guides, and like I'm making things happen with me. And I was so confused with this, and it's because of my programming. I had to deprogram. It took a while for that hard head to deprogram. That's all.
Good, because you transmuted that for the whole collective so that you can tell them and they'll understand it in a different language. You'll speak a
Hmm.
language they can understand.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll be like, Kate, you made one video and you said something that I've been saying for fucking year and a half. And they went, oh, that makes sense. And I'm like, what? Because we all need to help each other.
Is what it is.
Um, okay, there it's stuck in your toes, and I'm really not sure what to do about the. I'm not sure what to do about that. Do you just like
It's connected to Tra La La. See why? She was talking about the earth needing healing. Gina has to do something with her. Sybil's there too, but Gina has to do something with Tra La La.
So is Tralala Earth Healer?
I don't know. She asked if the earth, I've worked with her before, but I don't remember off the top of my head, which is rare. I'm not healing anything. I'm literally just being the earth. Like I don't know if I'm being the trees, the bodies, the earth. I just know that as you guys heal something, I'll feel a little
My
tiny bit lift.
toes are like doing this.
the nutrients need to be put back. So I think your toes are trying to feel for the nutrients in the earth, and it's like I don't think they're
Gina,
there.
Gina asked to put nutrients, infuse the earth with nutrients or whatever's needed. Ow. Oh my God, I feel sick. I feel nauseous.
Please speed this up by 10 trillion years or more necessary.
and I just felt energy flowing straight down.
Was there a brain, like, okay, so you know in World War II how they used fluoride for mind control properties? Whatever you're putting into the earth and whatever you took out of them, it opened their eyes, and whatever you're doing, it's making me feel like I have flu-like symptoms, almost like with what withdrawal feels like. Have you ever been allergic to a medicine? I was after I had all three of my children, but I didn't know what it was. It's like opiate withdrawal.
Yeah, and I'm burping right now all of a sudden.
What neutralizes opiates?
Oh yeah, I puked big time after having my kids.
Codeine? What neutralizes opiates?
I don't know, the nurse gave me that big old pill to get it out of my system, and I puked all over everything.
Charcoal.
Can you
Yeah,
infuse
charcoal.
the earth with charcoal, Gina? And the
Okay,
people, if their soul consents?
okay.
Ow.
Please speak to ceiling up by 10 trillion years or however long necessary. I don't want to see this. It's making it come out of both ends, and I don't want to see that.
Starting to let up.
Triple alien neither throughout time, space, in between all dimensions and forms. Universes, pocket dimensions, timelines, up, down, left, right, side, step, front
It
to back.
hurts right here. It hurts there's damage. Oh no, our table, it's broken. And it's showing me the little pizza table thing that goes in the center. There's like a disc.
Spirits in the highest good, please activate Kate's healing hands. And Shaden fell asleep, so he's helping. Spirits in the highest good, please activate Kate's healing hands to that table that Kat's
It's got
seeing.
claws. It's got hooks.
Spirits in the highest good, please activate Kate. The hook removal healings to that table. Please activate all of the attachment removal healings to that table. Please activate Kate's tune-up healing to that table.
They're all over. They're in the spine. They're in the top of the head.
Spirits in the highest good,
Yeah.
please activate Kate's healing hands.
Yeah. Go to the little table thing. You know how you protect people's heads? Instead of just waking them up, unclaw the claw. Almost like a magnet pulls a like a bends the claws out.
I don't know what this means, but I got also detach the titties. I don't know what that means.
Whatever Gina's doing is good.
Okay. Right, so the body's in the ground.
It's down the spines too, and it's something's in the ears.
Plugs are in their ears? Oh, so they can't hear.
When I was little, I'd go to church camp, and when we got out of the lake, we put like a vinegar substance in our ear to kill mites. In Florida, in hot water, there's a lot of bacteria. I know that's usually in fresh water, but this is a river.
So do we infuse them with vinegar, their ears with vinegar?
Gina has to pull the buggy things out. We don't want to kill the buggies though. The parasites, they're in the sponges and they're in the ears. But vinegar will kill them. Oh, Chris's healing? Will Chris's healing get them? Because of the
Yes.
bugs?
Yes. It does the things.
Spirit, if it's in the highest good and all souls consent, please apply Chris's fear bug and bug removal healing to all people, places, and things that need it and consent in this timeline. Okay, that helps a lot.
I was cold.
What Chris does, my 13-year-old, they created this. They come in like the Pied Piper and they whip them away to their own dimension so that they don't get killed. Like puts them back where they rightfully go, because just because they're parasites or bugs doesn't mean that they're evil. They have a purpose, just not in us. What does Gina have to do next, Kate?
I'm looking. Um. Uh. So what I'm seeing is like the bodies rising. These people's bodies like rising from their chest, though.
Before they're dead or after? Is she Grim Reapering them?
I
Like
feel
Angel
like
of Death?
I feel like it's making them come back alive. Like I don't feel like they were supposed to be dead.
How do you feel about necromancy, Gina?
I don't feel either way.
I
Make
don't think
sure it's not a zombie apocalypse, please.
I don't think this is necromancy though, because I don't see their eyes coming back open.
So what is
It
she doing? Is she just pulling the disease out of the bodies so that it doesn't rot in the ground?
okay. That will it'll go back into the water is what I'm seeing. This disease.
Okay, so is Chris do it? No, it's does so Gina needs to do this. It's like the seraphim drug removal healing that I have, but you're pulling
Mhm.
out toxins, Gina. I don't know if you're doing with your hands, your feet, your wings. Does she transmutes them, right?
Yes.
And puts them over the water. It like flies over the water.
Uh-huh.
So you can do it to one person and copy and paste it, or you can do it to everybody, or 1 to 3 people, and pull
Okay.
it out of your chest with your left hand and pull out like um feel as if your body, you can tell when it's done by feeling it come out of your body. You're doing it to another person if their soul consents.
And it's
Yeah.
and it's and
You're
it's
doing it to me. You're doing it to me.
all right, and what words do I say?
Just keep pulling until it feels like you're supposed to stop. And you can speed that up, but I think while you're creating a healing, let's go ahead and experience it, huh? If it's not hurting you.
Okay, and
You're
I'm just pulling disease out.
yeah, with your left hand, your soul is already doing it.
Right, right. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I was
Yeah.
pulling disease. That's what I was pulling out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toxins and disease. Okay, I can sit up. My head still feels like shit, but my
Um,
body.
Gina, as your left hand is over their chest, your right hand, this is what I'm seeing, needs to be on their butt, and I don't know why.
Because my
I
legs
think
hurt.
it's what?
My legs hurt.
Okay. I feel like it's creating like a energy field type thing with their body. I don't know what it's doing, but I'm being shown that that's how you're gonna do it.
Okay.
Because we return things to their rightful owner, so she's transmuting and cleaning. It's like if your cookie fell in the dirt and you were knocking all the dirt off and then you were able to eat the cookie again. Like as she's pulling stuff up, it's so sticky, it's sticking to part of the person. So she's transmuting it. The parasite stuff goes back to the water, but the parts of their humanity need to go back in them.
Okay. That
Grab
makes
my
sense.
ass.
It's funny. So,
Still hurting my head.
because it's taken a while.
My organs and my nope. Gina has to pull that out first. Never mind. It's like rearranging the guts.
Yeah.
Pulling stuff out of my head and my neck too.
Sybil, it's funny.
Smack my ass like a drum. That's what Sybil was talking about.
If you want to speed this up, you can, Gina, because that's just me that you're doing it to.
That help.
Finally, fuck. Okay, what does she need to do before I rearrange my stuff back?
I
The
feel
right
like
hand
a
needs to go to like the
scooping,
water.
huh?
The right hand needs to go to like the water, right? Or her feet or something?
It needs to scoop something up. Maybe you just need to like stick your hand in the water.
Yeah. Like the sand, water. God.
Just give it a path so that it'll flow.
Yeah, because you saw a path when you first started, Gina. You were like, I need to make a path. I need a light
Yep,
path.
yep, yep. I just need to.
Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please put my vessel and my energy body back to balanced divine working order in this lifetime.
Sybil says, Gina, can you pick things up with your toes? You can.
Yeah, I bet Kate can too.
I can, yeah.
I can't. My toes aren't long enough. It
Oh, I have
hurts me
little
to look
short
at
stubby
people.
toes, but I still can.
It hurts me to look at people.
I'm doing it right now.
It'll hurt my back. I'm still not yet. I put all my guts and stuff back together, but contracts, soul fragments. Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please break this version of me soul contracts with religion, government, family, soul family, galactic religion, universal religion, world religion, that are not in my highest good, seen or unseen, conscious or unconscious. The family one's in there deep. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. Like a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Family cuts deep.
Beelzebub song, but it's with this Excalibur instead. Excalibur. Please release my soul contracts with the sword, with Michael's sword, and with the Lady of the Lake sword, and the King Arthur sword. Oh, it's leaving. And with double-edged swords. and with the truth. That's what the fight was about.
The truth. Yep.
Before I left the house in that life. Oh my God. Whatever we do to me, we're going to copy and paste to everyone. So Gina, can you ask what you need to do to me next? Spirit, please release all soul contracts with Homeland. Better future for my family. Providing. If it's not in my highest good.
My head just suddenly got all clogged up.
The head's all clogged up. It hurts.
Like I got a lot of pressure in my ears.
How do you relieve my pressure? Is there something in the back of my head that you need to pull off?
We had to
Yes.
open up the portals whenever we were doing this. For me, we had to clean off the portals.
Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please apply Cat's house cleanse to my portals. Shaden's attachment removal to my portals.
Sybil's hearing defrag.
Defrag, deactivate, remove all spyware, malware, computer software, mics, recording devices from myself, from the phones, from the helmets, from the churches, from the houses that we all were living in, from the boats, everywhere that it's in the highest good to do.
I got some relief with the defrag more than I got with the portal cleansing.
I had stuff in my stomach. Can you
Speed it up by 10 million years, 10 billion years, however long necessary. Get it out of there.
Sorry, guys.
Get it out. Good stuff right there. I love that reaction. Don't you, Kate?
I guess because I see it. I'm a seer, and I see that type of stuff. It's just like,
Well, where I'm not a seer, I love that because that's like confirmation, like right in front of my eyes. I'm like, yes, get that out of there.
Same. Gina, same.
I saw like a clogged toilet that's not clogged anymore. That makes sense. Like all the poop was flushed out, type thing.
My head feels like it needs ibuprofen, but not ibuprofen like an actual. I guess what Gina does. Gina, can you see if you can pull the pain out of the top of my head?
All right.
And the pressure and the like whatever made the brain vessels swollen.
Okay.
It's pulling it out of my back too. They just lived a shitty fucking life, huh?
They were kind of like, it's kind of how everyone lived. We kind of tried to ignore it.
You're pulling a lot out, Gina. Please do Chris's bug removal healing to me as well.
Their blood was poisoned too, and you're pulling that out, Gina.
Hi, Tara.
Yeah, lead poisoning, whatever poisoning from the helmets too, from the pipes that the water went through or the air for the
Iron.
Heavy metal
Hmm.
poisoning.
please apply, if it's in the high school, please apply CAT's heavy metal removal healing to me at this time.
And to me in that life. And to all versions of me that need it. Now, if you feel called to, Sybil, then do what you feel called to do, you know? Hey, Minecraft.
Minecraft cracks me the fuck up.
You're welcome, Juju.
So I'm finally at a state where it's like, oh, it's just mildly uncomfortable. That's how much shit was in me.
Well, yeah, the whole toilet was clogged up. Didn't you hear, Kate?
Um, I don't know exactly what this means, but I'm seeing that you need to change your pants. Your pants are dirty. I don't know what this is.
When I came home, I changed clothes right away.
Interesting.
It was in the fibers of the fabric. Gina,
Okay.
do that. Do your pulling out toxins thing to the fabric there because they never got their clothes fully cleaned. Because they didn't wash their suit. They just kept getting in it over and over again.
Oh, it feels dirty. Makes my toes move a lot again, Kate.
It's a lot. Um, I don't know if this is necessary to say, but they used the bathroom in their suits. I had to see that for some reason.
Well, yeah, it was really heavy metal boots on and heavy
Yeah.
metal. Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please put my boots in balanced divine working order. Cat and boots on me, please. Put the correct shoes on. Oh, that's why I don't wiggle my toes.
Your boot. Oh, you're wearing boots.
I always have boots on.
Okay.
Grounding boots, rubber.
That's a good point.
Hmm.
Because I'm always putting myself in other people's shoes.
You pushed a button again, Ashley? That makes sense.
Okay, what can Gina's spirit guide? I want her to use Nathaniel, since she's building relationships with her spirit guides, instead of just her building healings, what can she do with her spirit guides in that life? Am I Nathaniel?
I feel
Even
like
though
it's a version of both of y'all.
so it's not just my ex-husband, it's like how can she utilize her spirit guides in that life? Well, she's not one of the humans, but still, is there a way to do something with them for practice and for exploration? Or is it different because she's in like ethereal angelic form?
I'm not sure I understand what you're asking. Is there something she can do to her spirit guides?
No, with like call them in like a team or whatever.
Oh, to help with what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can call in Nathaniel and it'll bring in both of them.
I call them in, or Cat calls them in.
I think you
No,
already did it because he came to your side. It's you.
yeah,
It's yeah,
they're yours. They're not me. I don't.
yeah. Okay.
I could respectfully ask them something, but I can't tell them to do anything. They'd probably go, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea," but
Well, that's why I said like this left ear of mine's just been going crazy all day, but not just
Well,
with one frequency, with multiple frequencies. So I knew that was
Okay. So Nathaniel talks to Gina in her ear, but
my
he's
left
got the
ear.
helmet on. So he's yelling underwater, which makes it to where it's ringing and it's loud, and he's a diving bell. So they can't communicate as well as they need to. Like he talks to her. But if it's in the left ear, it's a she. I know no gender, but
that makes sense. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to take his helmet off. He, it, I don't know. Can he take his helmet off? Can I ask him to do that?
ask him if he wants to communicate with Gina better. Because the ringing is great, but like if she could hear what is being said, that would be nice.
It's very human. The things he's telling me is very human. He's like, well, then how will I go diving? I said, you just put it back on. You just put the helmet back on. It's like he's afraid to take off this suit.
Maybe he doesn't want to do it live.
Okay.
Ugh.
Why don't you want to take off the suit?
I'm about 75 to 82% better.
I think getting the suit off is what we need to do because he's like, I'll be exposed to the elements.
Trauma from being stuck underwater. It is me. It's connected to me.
Okay.
Because I was locked underwater, and then there was the Excalibur thing in my head, and someone asked me when I met them for lunch, they said, don't you want to go like swimming in the springs? And I was like, no.
Oh,
Like,
2 minutes remaining on the live. There's 2 minutes remaining on the live.
Oh.
Do y'all want to just stop it and then we'll start over the
I'm
live?
fine with that.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. You fine with that, Gina?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah. What'd you call me?
you heard me.
Waiting on Cat.
I think the proper response is, I ain't no holla back girl.
Mm. Saltwater taffy's freaking delicious.
Dinosaur. Okay. Which one of my guides is Gina?
Is Gina?
Which one of my guides is Gina?
I got different answers. I got the strong one, the slimy one, uh, the weird one, the one over there.
Since he's a lot. We're connected a lot. If this Nathaniel person who's always speaking in the left ear, if they take off their suit and their boots and they feel exposed to the elements because of trauma or whatever, if that is me, that means that Gina has a guide that tries to talk in my ear, and our communications to spirit, to ourselves, to each other are going to open up if we're able to get that figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of my spirit guides, that is Gina, communicates to me through my
The
ears.
me one.
The slimy one. Why is she slimy? Because she's a diver, isn't she?
Yeah. Except her suit is more modern,
Uh-huh.
like a scuba diver.
When Gina and I worked together a couple months back, around July, August or so,
Hmm.
we were in the same exact place at different times. And she was underground and I was sitting above, and we were in the exact same location at different times trying to get to each other, and we could not.
Okay.
That's why Gina can be are you there, Kate?
Yep.
That's why Gina can be the angelic in this life, but she has a diver thing too. Okay, Gina, so apply your house cleanse to that spirit guide version of you that
Please apply Gina's house cleanse to the spirit guide version of me that Kat has.
copy and paste all the healings you did today
Copy and paste all the healings I did today.
to Kat,
Kat,
to that version of Gina.
to that version of Gina.
Will the twin flame alignment healing that Gina and I created, will that bring our timelines together, or do we need to do it a different way? Or is it just a representation of being there for each other throughout time?
I got that it'll collapse it, which is what you're wanting, right?
Yeah.
It'll collapse it.
So that we find each other in the physical? Or what will it do?
It's
Or
like
does it merge it so that all time is now?
yeah, because it made me go up, down, around, like it's saying that it's all right here.
Okay, if Gina is future, are you one of our spirit guides in a diving suit as well, even older?
Yes.
Okay, Gina, can you copy and paste the healing that you did to me to Kate? Spirit guide version, that version of her.
Spirits and highs good. Please apply the healing I did to Kat today to the version to the I get lost in my words.
To the version of Kate that needs it.
To the version of Kate that needs it.
Ow, that hurts my ribs.
Because whenever I was a diver, there were no suits and I drowned.
Oh.
And I was just holding my breath through all that.
And Kate has trauma with drowning. Okay. Kate, do your house cleanse to that version of you.
If it's nice, could please activate Kate's house cleanse to that version of me. I'm
Spirit, if it's
swimming
in the highest good,
up.
please do all of our house cleanses to our spirit guide and human versions that we need in this. If it's in the highest good, please copy and paste the work that Gina did on me today to all versions of us that need it, spirit guide or human form. What else do we need to do before we collapse? There's something you have to add to the twin flame alignment. There's a step you have to add.
I have to save myself. I'm floating to the top.
The video you made, Gina, with that sound. The video you made last night, the song where you showed my videos.
Oh, yeah, it was Evanescence. Save me.
Bring me to life.
Bring me to life. Bring me to life. Yep.
Hey, do you need to go back before or do you need a necromancy?
I need to tell myself to swim up now.
Hey, we'll go down and help you.
Sir, say we need to tell you. We need to bring you up.
Yes.
Grab our arms.
Yep.
I'll grab one, you grab one. You want
Yeah.
right or left?
I got the right.
I got the left. Let's go.
Yep. We're gonna bring you to life.
Hey, Kate, repeat to yourself what the working said. Say it.
I cannot flood
Ever again.
ever again.
All time is now.
All time is now.
That working applies in all timelines.
Working applies in all timelines.
Take my human and trauma out of this.
Just take my human and trauma out of this.
Look to my right and see Gina. Look to my left and see Kat. Look up and see the sun. And breathe.
I'm like, who the fuck are y'all? I guess I ran out of oxygen for like a couple minutes. And so I'm like, where am I? Who the fuck are y'all? Even though I knew y'all in that life.
We're going to take you to land.
I'm still like looking around like, what's happening? What are you guys doing here? But I'm like regaining myself back, you know? I'm like, oh, I am Kate. This is me.
Try applying the healing that Gina created today to yourself.
It nice. Good. Please apply the healing that Gina created today to myself in that life.
I need to do something with your lungs, with breath, and with water. I have to give you CPR.
Okay, yeah, you need to purge.
Because I'm a vacuum. Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please allow my spirit guide or human form, whatever this is, to give Kate CPR and pull the water out of her lungs and her body. Put her water and salt levels back to divine balance working order. I have a CPR healing. Okay.
Who has a seizure healing?
Gina does. How? Who had a seizure? My dad had a brain aneurysm and you helped with that. We helped someone who had a seizure. Did I help them? The person who had when was this? This was like last week.
Yeah. Okay, it's like an all-together healing. Spirit of Zanayaska, please apply the all-together seizure healing to that version of Kate, of me.
Who the fuck did we create that healing with, though? Was it someone on TikTok? Was it someone in the text messages? It was my dad. It had to be my dad. Gina, what do you do in the seizure healing?
It wasn't me.
It's you.
I think you put the contraction of muscles and organs, like you like pull that part out. Because it's like not blistering, but like
whenever I was doing it to your head?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I was contracting everything. Yes.
That's what you do.
Yes.
In our group seizure healing. Can you do that to my dad too? Can you like pause and just say, Spirit, if it's in the highest
Mm-hmm.
good, please apply this.
Mm-hmm.
Add it to
Yep.
the seizure healing that Kate and Kat already did
Yep.
to Kat's dad, if his soul consents.
Yep.
Thank you. Ow. Ugh. Ugh. No, that was a burp. That was a burp.
Hey, Gina, that healing that you did before this last one,
Mm-hmm.
is it called Gina's Big Wolf Healing?
I don't call it anything. So we need to give some names to some things.
Gina's Big Wolf. That's what I
Big wolf,
got. Big Wolf Healing.
as in a wolf or a woof?
WOOF.
Oh, like a dog goes woof.
Woof. That's what I got. I was like, just do Gina's Big Wolf Healing.
Or woof, like a big woof.
Oh, like a woof.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you need to do to align all of our timelines and realities into one? Because you have to add it to what Gina and I already have in place, but only if you're alive and good still.
I am alive.
Okay.
I had to shake all the water out of my ears too. Like I just kind of did this weird shake thing that turned into a seizure, and then it was all fine, and I still had to let go like this with the water.
Do Chris's healing.
So if it's nice, good, please apply. Please activate Chris's healing to that version of me.
Did you, Cheshire? Probably. Because I couldn't pinpoint it. Cheshire said they tagged me in a video with a kid having seizures.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. And me too. Okay. Okay, I remember that. Yep.
I think I needed to remember the dad one so we could apply it to my dad. Spirit, if it's in the highest good, please add Gina's part of the seizure healing to what we already did for that young boy, if his soul consents.
Tweety. Um, I think that version of me is good. Can I do the things like,
Yeah.
okay, Spirit of Tonight, good, please return all soul fragments, release and return all soul fragments with me and that version of myself. Right from love, light, forgiveness, cleanse and purify them. Send them to their rightful owners this time.
That healing needs to be renamed. It's not a twin flame alignment healing. It's whatever we are, the three of us.
The fate healing, I guess? I don't know. I don't.
You have an idea, Gina?
Trinity came to mind, but I don't know that we want to use Trinity.
I,
We can use Trinity.
I
I
like.
mean, it's got the altercations on it or whatever, but Trinity of time, Trinity of fate, Trinity of, or just Trinity. I'm not really, Sybil, I don't know why we're weird about the heroes thing. I don't know what that is because we want everybody to remember and we don't feel comfortable being heroes. I don't know why. I don't know why because I know we want all of you. That's why we do it live instead of just on a phone call. That's the only reason. Like we don't want to save you. We want to help you save yourself and remember. Trinity of fate,
Trinity alignments. I don't know.
Trinity alignment is just perfect, I think.
Spirit of Tonight, good, please cleanse and purify that version of me and merge me with that version of me.
Oh, merge yourself, Gina. Oh, that's what we need to do. Merge yourself with Kate's spirit guide version of you. Merge yourself with Kat's spirit guide version of you, and merge yourself with your version of you, and we'll all do the same for ourselves. That's good. Please merge Kate's spirit guide version of me, Gina's spirit guide version of me, myself in that timeline and now in my now version.
Oh, Terry, you're funny.
I missed something.
I heard Triad Trinity. That's the last thing I got from Tara.
She's got the Three Musketeers.
Oh. Hey. I don't see that on my chat.
Me neither. My legs hurt and my body's tight.
Do we need to align ourselves now with the most healed timeline and all that?
Release and return all soul. You guys do yours, I'll do mine.
Okay.
Release and return all soul fragments connected to this. Wrap them in love, light, and forgiveness. Return them to their rightful owners at this time for as many people as were allowed. Release all soul contracts, seen and unseen, conscious or unconscious, that are not in the highest good or forced upon for as many people as were allowed. If it's in the highest good, please ripple this healing forward into all current now moments. Before we do anything, we need to copy and paste everything done. Do you want to do that? You're fast at that one.
Favorites and nice. Who, me or Gina?
You.
Okay.
You're fast.
Favorites and nice. Please copy paste all this healing that has been done on this live to wherever is needed.
All the dimensions and the things and the things and things. Yeah, to whatever's needed throughout.
To whatever's needed throughout time, space, in between all dimensions and forms, all pocket dimensions, all pocket universes, all timelines, up, down, left, right, side to side, front to back.
Makes my head hurt.
Makes my collarbone hurt. It's kind of weird.
Okay, so if we hurt, Gina feels fine. So we need to merge it all to the future.
Okay, Spirit is nice. Could please merge it all to the future.
Most healed timeline.
Please merge it with the most healed timeline.
How does that feel, Gina?
I didn't have any change.
Okay. Now, everybody in the live, I guess, please align myself, family, friends, relationships, pets, career, home, clarity, history, religious text, historical texts, documented words, heritage storylines, health, for as many people that want it or allowed, and it's in the highest good to receive, and only if. To the money tree healing, to the most healed timeline, to what is already all of ours, receiving what is already all of ours, and back to the now moment.
Made everything go into a flower. That was kind of cool.
What kind of flower? We want to know.
It was like, it's not like a daisy or anything like that. It looked like one of those, on SpongeBob, how it has those those flowers in the background of Bikini Bottom,
Daisies,
I guess, but they're fat
wildflowers.
flowers.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, hibiscus.
oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds
That's
right.
that's a Florida flower.
Oh, well, that's what it made it do.
Huh.
It like did like that. It went like,
I mean, it's a Hawaiian flower too. I'm sure it's other places too, but because we're working in Florida. All right, Kate, you can move again. All your work in Florida's done.
okay, thank you. I'm gonna go back to Louisiana now. Bye, guys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But me and Tara were just making, plans because we're next.
I've met Gina. I've had lunch. I mean, I've had dinner with Gina.
Oh yeah, but no, we're headed south. Just saying.
You gonna bring the whole damn family, the whole damn.
I am job hunting.
Hey, I can align your job here, but that's kind of selfish. Um,
They have really good taffy.
I know. Definitely a perk. Definitely.
Spirit, please undo anything and everything that we have done for the collective, for individuals, for anybody that did not consent, that didn't have awareness, that didn't want it, and that was not in divine working order. Please undo all of it.
Oh yeah, Cheshire's going to Minnesota.
Burr.
It's
Cold in Minnesota.
Well, yeah,
Gina,
Minnesota.
I feel so much better, Gina.
Yay.
Gina, I was collapsed on the fucking couch. I couldn't get up to pee. I was fucked. I was dying of dysentery.
I'm so glad that we were able to fix you. I don't want you to die, Pat. Really, I don't.
I think that's called Gina's Big Wolf Healing because whenever I asked what that was, Spirit or Joseph or whoever was like, "Well, just do Gina's Big Wolf Healing." I don't know. It seemed right.
I think that we're finished.
Yeah.
Thank
Until
you.
next time.
Yes.
Kate did save the first one, and she's saving the second one too. They'll
Cool.
be on her Instagram. So if you want to see them, you go to Captain Kate here on Instagram, and you can rewatch them. And if you see anything that any of us missed, and you feel like you need to do extra, by all means, go for it. Do the things. And Gina, feel free to share it or don't share it or whatever. I got to document at least something. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to document. Probably just some words because that's too much.
It was a lot.
Can't do a story time on that one.
Yeah. I'm glad we helped. You guys have a good one.
Yes.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.